What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel, Damon's 3D Prints. I'm Damon, where I show you all my 3D printing projects and hopefully help you along the way. For this video, we are creating the Iron Man Spider-Man helmet. That's right, these guys right here. For this video, this will be the small one, this will be the big one. I did the big one first and I went ahead and printed it. Unfortunately, the small one is too small for my head. I printed these Spider-Man helmets the exact same way. For the majority of this build, I wasn't recording back then, but I was taking a lot of pictures, so hopefully I can explain this well. Alright, let's jump right into it. I wind up getting the big helmet file from Thingiverse. For the small helmet, I wind up getting that file from DO3D. It's probably still free, just head on over and grab the file. After you download the file, put it in your slicing software, and let's go ahead and print it. I printed these helmets on my Ender 3 by Creality. So both of these helmets, I printed the exact same way, but you'll see towards the end of the video that there are definitely more ways to print Spider-Man. For the big helmet, I printed it in 3 parts. For the face, top part, bottom part, and for the back, the complete back. Once I got the top and bottom half of the helmet, I wind up welding those together. For the smaller helmet, as you can see, I didn't do any welding. I printed those in 2 parts, front and back. Now for these helmets, it requires a lot of sanding. Number 1, you can see the Z seam in the smaller helmet, and 2, it was a lot of sanding for the top of the head on the big helmet. So for the big helmet, I wind up sanding from 80 all the way up to 400. I didn't give it any filler primer. I went straight to wood filler and spot putty. For the smaller helmet, I went straight to wood filler. I didn't use that much spot putty, but it still came out pretty smooth. I wanted to see if there's really a difference doing the wood filler and spot putty prior to the primer, but overall, I think I did a pretty good job and I sanded it nice and smooth for the primer to hit it. I gave it 2 coats, and as you can see, it came out pretty smooth. I did the exact same thing with both helmets. From there, I learned a trick from the universe of Emily, where she takes wood filler and mixes it with water to create a paste. Then I went ahead and put that on the helmets. Now it's another round of sanding. For sanding, I started out with 400, then I moved all the way up to 600. After that, now it's time for wet sanding. I went from 800 all the way up to 1,000. We want these helmets to be really nice and smooth. From there, it's time to go in with some paint. For the base coat, you want to start with a high gloss black spray paint. For both helmets, I gave it 2 coats. As you can see with that high gloss, it has this nice reflection. That'll help later on for our other paints. From there, you want to go in with the metallic silver. As you can see with the big Spider-Man helmet, I wind up going a little too heavy on the silver versus the smaller helmet. You can see it still has that nice high gloss from the black. From there, I went in with the Metal Cast Red by Duplicolor. Now with this paint, you want to do very, very light coats. You don't want to go too heavy on this. Otherwise, it may ruin the finish. You want to give it many light coats, 5 or 6. And as you can see, came out pretty good. Even though with the big helmet, I oversprayed with the metal spray paint, it still came out pretty good compared to the small helmet. For both helmets, I went in with this squeeze bottle and I filled it with black acrylic paint. It just helped fill in those lines for the webs. For this process, you want to have a very, very steady hand and keep some paper towels around just in case you make a mistake. Now, for the eyes of these helmets, I didn't print any mesh off. I actually ordered the eye mesh from Amazon. Just a couple bucks. You want to cut out the eye mesh so it lines up with the lenses. For the lenses, I pretty much used the same process as I did for those 2 Spider-Man helmets over there. I gave the lenses a light sand, then I went in with some primer, then I went in with some high gloss black spray paint. From there, you want to grab some 6x2 magnets, glue them in, and these helmets pretty much done. Then you want to glue the eye mesh to the lenses. I just use hot glue, but I'm sure super glue works too. Hopefully this comes in pretty clear. I just super glued the eye mesh to the outside of the lenses. To get this reflective look in the lenses, I just took an old water bottle, cut it out, and just glued it in. Hopefully that comes up pretty clear. All that's left to do is to try it on, see how they fit. You want to make sure that they fit your head. For the small helmet, I did not do that. but I did finish it because I thought it'd be pretty cool to look at. And as you can see, these helmets came out pretty good. I took photos with the flash on and with the flash off just so you can see how they look around the house. I got that nice and snug. So for the big helmet, I wind up adding some padding in there just so it helps my head fit. Still pretty cool. Another thing you can do with these helmets, you can also add lights. Simple cosplay lights will take this thing up to the next level. For these Iron Spider-Man helmets, they also look good in the high gloss black as well as the metallic paint. For those last 3 photos, I considered stopping, but I really wanted the Iron Spider-Man, so I continued along the way. But I did hesitate on finishing because those helmets look really good. With the smaller Spider-Man helmet, I have dropped it along the way. I have repaired it. I'm sure this helmet still has scrapes and scratches on it right now. Hopefully, that's in focus. In the event you happen to drop your helmets like I did along the way, don't worry, you can always sand it down and start from scratch. With a smaller helmet, I didn't start off with the high gloss black, I went straight into a metallic paint. And as you can see, looks pretty good. Even if you run out of patience like I did, step away for a while, take a break, and just come right back to it. If you like these builds, follow for more.